Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is it light enough? Let's turn another light on somewhere. Turn another light on. It's here. How about that? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Hello, Claire. Hello, DD. Plectrum. Hello, Mark J. Okay, we're building up. We got Keith Bexley. Uh, We've got Alan Williams. Good to see you, Alan. Claire is here. Beautiful Claire. Mark J is here. Marianne, beautiful Marianne McGarrett, all the way from the United States of America, is here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining us. I'm not in a great mood. I'm a little bit better than yesterday, but I don't feel any better than yesterday. Can you hear me? Thank you, Keith. Hi, Kermit. Good evening. I guess it is evening. It's 5 o'clock. And it's getting darker and darker, and the mood is dark, and I'm dark, and the whole thing is dark. And we could talk about Charlie Kirk being shot. It's war. It's war. It's horrible. When they're killing somebody just for expressing ideas, he doesn't even have any political power yet. Who knows? Maybe he'll run for office. He never went to university. That's a lesson for all of us to learn. He never went to university. I'm university educated, and what a loser. What a loser. And most people in the country are losers. And most of the women have been educated. And it just makes them, makes you girls, you women unhappy. It's not good for women to be overeducated. It's not good for women to work. You know why? Because it's not good for anyone to work. No one wants to work, especially women. Anyway, Ruben is here, hanging in there. Back to school night. My 16-year-old school night tonight. Oh, that's great. You get to go to school to see your kids. I used to have kids. Now my son says he's a kid, but he's 22 years old, Carnegie. And the other one is 24 years old. Anyway, they can't argue with his logic, so shut him up. Yeah, no, it's totally true. And the thing is, you could learn so much from Charlie Kirk because he was so articulate. He was beautifully well spoken, and he was never nasty. And you see videos of people like screaming at him, like insulting him. Hello, Rachel. Everyone, I've been down all day about the Charlie Kirk assassination. Dark times, yeah, very dark times. And I'm trying to find. There's no good point about it. We're in a war, and this is what happens in a war. It's like in World War II when they killed the king or whatever they killed. It's a prelude for disaster. It's things are not going to be good. But this is what Kermit says. They cannot argue with his logic, so shut him up. No, they think this is the problem with the left and the right has I'm gonna say we have our own problems. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is that okay? How does there's something missing. It's not bright enough. I need better lighting or something. I'm so washed. I'm wearing a shirt I never wear. This color is not a Lewis Schaffer color. Can you see it? It's green. It's not a good color. But I am relatively thin. I weigh 78. Maltese Phil says, oi oi. Daz is here. Okay, it's all building up. We have almost 500 people watch yesterday's show. So they're not all bleak. They're not all bleak. And people are upset about his kids. His kids. He left kids. I mean, yeah, of course you're upset about that. All people have kids and family and stuff like that. But the fact is that he's sitting there in a public space and the guy is way up on a building. And it just says that, they want, who are these? Could be, I'm not saying it's the CIA, but it could be one of these groups of people. I mean, maybe not the CIA now because Donald Trump's in charge. Anyway, what was I discussing? I lost my train of thought. 500 people, Class C. That's great. Yeah, so that's good. That's really, really good that 500 people were watching yesterday's stream, which started out so bad. Not for bad for me. I was feeling horrible. Thank you, Claire. I was feeling really horrible. I thought you were going to get a foil umbrella. I didn't. Did I say that, Keith Bexley? Do I need a foil umbrella? Do I need a new bright light? Okay, a foil umbrella. Maybe can somebody send me a link of this or put the link in somewhere? I'm going to put it here. I'm going to write it down and never look at it again. Foil umbrella. umbrella. Okay. Or maybe a foil hand. It would just like radiate the heat. Could have been. But yesterday's show was horrific. I've had so many of these shows, and I get so involved. And then I'm giving a finger, and Shanks decides to put that little clip up of me giving, I mean, they're giving it to me for free, Streamlabs, so I can't be mean to people. Apparently, the rifle and the cartridge used with trans and anti-fascist scribing on it. Yeah, yeah, I could believe that. I mean, that's what the first thought comes in, the trans people, because I don't even know. I don't even know why that. Because it's gross. Trans is gross, and it's so much fun. It is good. It's something, you know what I mean. There's so many things you should do with the privacy of your own home that makes it fun. But out in public, I remember when you used to get dressed up as a man, as a woman. I forgot what I got dressed up as, and it was fun. And now it's like that's a bit yuck. Okay, that's a bit yuck. Just go to a charity shop and buy a brolly, then cover it with tin foil and save pounds. That's what Ruben says. Okay, a charity shop. I do a lot of charity shops. But maybe there's one on Amazon that I could buy from China that'll get here and it'll be horrible. Charity shop. I have umbrellas. Maybe I could hang an umbrella. Everybody's got umbrellas. They're free of charge. Claire Wilson is here. We are with you. People know the difference between right and wrong. I think they do, Claire. I'd like to believe they do know that. And that's what the problem is. That's why they're resorting to violence, because they see what they're doing is really wrong. And this is just, I was trying explaining this to my son, which is there's a war going on, but there's multiple wars going on. Okay. Keith Bexley says that, the Wall Street Journal has published it, that it had trans and anti-fascist scribblings on it. Yeah, not good. Not good. Maybe not good. But what's the difference if it's Islamic things? Today is September 11th, and we can talk about that. People say we'll never forget, but people have forgotten. They forgot that these people do not like us. They don't like Christianity, and they don't like the way we live. And if you're fighting for feminism, I would not say that the Islamic religion is very important. I mean, not important. It's very good for women. Timu have foil reflectors, says Malteseville. I'm a bit afraid. I don't want to shop at Timu. I just hate the Chinese. I mean, I don't like the Chinese. They're not our friends either. They're not our friends. They're not bad people. These people are not bad people. I hope you don't think that I think these are bad people. Don't encourage the Chinese unless it's Paul. He's only half Chinese. He's not even Chinese, really. His father comes from Guyana, and I don't believe in that stuff. I don't believe people are bad, but I do believe what people can believe. What do you think? What they can believe is bad. Anyway, Joodles is here. It's almost like giving synthetic toxic, wrong sex hormones to youngsters somehow affects them. Who could possibly have forecast that? Yeah, they give them hormones. Even natural hormones can affect them. You don't give girls boy hormones and boys girl hormones. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. And then it makes them, and then not only that, people are being fed, as you know, they're being fed really a high carb diet. A high carb diet. And carbohydrates cause mental illness. And if you don't believe me, I mean, you don't have to believe me. You could Google it. You could Google carbohydrates, sugars, and mental illness. And they're sitting there being vegetarians and vegans, and that's really bad for you. Keith Bexley says something interesting. You got to hand it to the CPP. What is the CPP? The Communist Party. Wouldn't it be the CCP? Who is the CPP? You mean the CCP? Keeping a billion people in line. Well, you know what the latest thinking is that China doesn't have a billion people. It might only could have 400 million or 500 or 700 million. I watched that that woman, Lei. She's got a website. She's brilliant. Ruben. Hello, Ruben. Lewis needs you. I do need you, Joodles. Joodles can be very helpful. Is very helpful. And that's what I like. I like a helpful woman. Have they caught the killer yet? I think they have, and they say they found the gun. What have you heard? Alan Williams asked, have they caught the killer yet? Hey, Ruben, I'm utterly bereft today, but I hope you've had a lovely birthday. Well, thank you very much, Judels, for reminding us that it was Ruben's birthday, September 11th. Keith Bexley says, I did mean CCP. Yeah, we got to be very, yeah. See, what is the CPP? But the CCP, yeah. They're not our friends. They're not our friends. They're not bad people, the Chinese, and they've raised the flag about Islamic domination in their outer area, which wasn't really their area, China's area, but it was an area that they had taken over. The actual killer is still at large. It may have been an associate of his. Yeah, you could see who was involved. I could see the communists. I could see the CIA in America. I could see, lots of nefarious organizations who think they're better than the people. They don't believe in democracy, but they say, oh, I'm democratic. And meanwhile, they're going out and organizing, killing people. Mark J. That's exactly right. They haven't caught anybody, Alan, says Judels. So they haven't. On GB News right now is a CCTV photo of the killer, a college age. Looks like a boy. Yeah, looks like a boy. Well, can we see what he looks like? Where'd my phone go? Has anybody taken my phone? What happened to my phone? Here's my phone. I mean, I would put up a picture, but I'm afraid if I put up a picture, it will reveal the evilness of my internet file because I did that a few times, and I don't want you to know that I'm a bad man. I blame the left rhetoric, says Kermit. Yeah, Kermit blames the left rhetoric. The likes of Lammy and even Starmer labeling people as far right, which I guess we're far right. Um, Let me just send a message. We have a guest coming in. Okay. Yeah. So Kermit's blaming Lammy. I don't think Lammy's not smart enough to blame anybody, and Stormer is so. I don't know whether he's incompetent or not, but they're Team World people. They're hired because they're there to do a job. Let's just put Stormer in there. He can take it. It reminds me of the old. I'll tell you the old salesman story that I learned from Zig Ziglar, labeling people as far right is akin to Jimmy Savile for opposing the draconian online safety bill and saying Trump is the H, is NH. Yeah, is the H. Right, right. So he's saying this is what Kermit is saying. He's always got some good views here. He's labeling people as far right or akin to Jimmy Savile for opposing the draconian online safety bill, period. Or those saying Trump it makes you hate people. And then they take a gun and they think, oh, I'm doing great. I've been watching some politics videos, and I remember watching one about George Wallace, who was American. He lived in the South, and they were all basically segregation now, segregation forever. They all believe that. And I remember when he was shot, and I was maybe 15 years old, 16 years old, and I was like happy that he was shot. I wasn't happy that he wasn't killed. I thought he should have been killed because you're told something. I remember when Nixon was kicked out of office, I didn't realize that he was fighting against the globalists. Or maybe he was a globalist, basically. This is what we need to remember. We need to remember. Anyway, we're in a war. We're in a war. We are in a war. But remember, if I die, I haven't been killed. I've just been I've been eating a bad diet. Anyway, I've gained some weight. I've gained a kilo and a little bit. Thank you, says Ruben. I did. I was on the Discord till 3 a.m. with occasional G and Joe, and we had an absolute hoot. So funny. My stomach was aching. Occasional G is so funny. Best birthday in years. Who is Occasional G? I wish we all had one name so we knew who we were talking about. Exactly. Lewis gets it. I do get it. I think I get it. That's why you're here, you know, because I think I do get it. We're at war. We're at war against the globalists. And the globalists, the people who are left on the left, which I was. I was a total left-wing person. I just thought I knew better than everybody else. Even when I was a kid, I knew better than everybody else. And then you wake up one day and you think, you know what, I've been wrong. I wanted George Wallace to die. That's really bad of me. I remember there was a guy in Germany. I was traveling in Europe with just by myself actually, and there was a guy named Strauss, was the German guy in Bavaria. Who's old enough to remember that guy? Supposedly he was like a fascist, like a Hitler, and he needed to die. So I go around telling people he needed to die. The OG is you, Kermit. Okay. Okay, we're not going to remember that. You make sure we repeat that all the time. Yeah, sounds like Claire says, sounds like a great birthday. Yeah, sounds like, are you all? So here's the point I wanted to make. I wanted to tell that story about what Keir Starmer's like. He's been put into place to do a job. The fact is, he's so unpopular, you'd think they would get rid of him. But they don't want to get rid of him because he's doing the job that they want him to do, which is just to stand firm while he's doing bad things. OG is Kermit's gamer tag because he's a young guy. You a young guy, Kermit. I forgot how old you are. Shush Shavers says hello. Shush Weavers says hello, 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 hello. But it's like there's a story of the guy who's got a new salesman's job selling widgets, whatever a widget is, selling widgets, and he's he's never gone out in a sales thing. And they say, for your first sales thing, just go across the street. There are two shops there. Go to the shop on the left, and just sit there while he screams at you, because he will. This shop, they always buy 1,000 widgets, but they'll scream at you for an hour. 52. Okay, Kermit, that's so young. I'm 68. I wish I was 52, but I'm 68. Anyway, and so this is his first sales job. He goes across the street. Have you heard this story? Let me know. And he goes across the street, and he goes into the sales manager's office there, and the sales manager screams at him for an hour, just telling him he would never buy a widget from his company. His company's horrible. His company is this. His company is that. Would never buy a widget. And then after an hour, he sits. The new salesman goes, "So should I put you down for an order of 1,000 widgets?" And the guy says, "Oh, okay, 1,000 widgets." Goes back to his home company, and he says, "Here, I got the order for 1,000 widgets." And people they're shocked at the company, because that's not the shop on the left. It was you went to the shop on the right, and they never buy anything from us. They never do. The lesson of the story is sometimes you got to sit there for an hour and take the abuse while they're screaming at you. And that's what Keir Starmer's job is. He's just, and same thing with Boris Johnson, let him scream at you. Let him scream at you. Let him scream. And that's what Keir Starmer's done. He's letting in thousands of people, hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, millions into the country, and people are screaming at him. Are they not? I think they are. They're screaming at him. They're screaming at him. Anyway, here we go. So Daz is here. Hello, Daz. If you go from right wing to left wing, no one cares. But if you go from left to right wing, the left despise you. Despise you. Yes, they do. Well, I would say that I used to be left wing back in the day. Back when I was in college, we all were. To be young and left wing. The truth is, it's not good for this country. As you get older, you realize what we need to protect, what's good about the place. What's good about the place. When you see the old left-wingers, you go, these guys are crazy. Okay, so there we go. I think the vast majority of the people on the left are on the left at first. It thinks like to be nice to everyone, tax the rich, says Keith Bexley. Yeah, be nice to people. We want to be nice. We're young. But if you have more than one thought, it leads you to the right. Basically, generally, that's true. Generally, that's true. Leanne is here. Hello, beautiful Leanne. Hello, beautiful Leanne. Starmer is so wooden and talks like a robot. The best guy in the job for WEF puppet, says Claire. I would have to agree with you. But then again, doesn't matter. You're not really independent. You don't care if people like you or not like you. He's told to go to the shop on the left. When the country is full up and there's no more room, I have an idea. Let's be nice. Let's all be nice. Claire's, he's a Dalek. He's a Dalek. I guess that's from Doctor Who. I never saw Doctor Who when I was growing up. So today is September 11th, and we should remember September 11th. We should remember who did September 11th, why they did September 11th. Why did they do September 11th? They hate us. The problem is, what is left wing becomes right wing. Women's rights, right wing. 30 years ago, it was left wing. Until Maltese feels very interesting. Until the Islamic people take over, and then it's not. It's not. Vatanai is here. Oh, we got 26 people watching, at least on my initial screen. Let me just check this out, just so I can sleep well at night. Sleep well at night. I've got 32 people. Okay, we're doing well. We're doing really, really well. We're doing well. Let's get back on track. Thank you, Vatanai. But he says sponsored chaos is coming our way. It's pretty chaotic right now. Yeah, and this is what they believe. They want to destroy us. I don't know who that is, though. Do you know anybody who that is? I saw a video by Tucker Carlson. You almost believe it. You almost believe it. Thank you, Ruben. He dreams of being a real boy, but his nose keeps growing. His dad was Geppetto, says Kermit. Yeah, very interesting. The Muslims have been knocking the crap out of each other since Muhammad died over who's the top Muslim. Yeah, because this is the belief system. Knock the crap out of each other. They believe in going into places, and if you don't believe what we believe, we don't like you. You got it. They believe you could change someone's view by force. As long as they're wearing a mask, as long as they're not saying anything, they're good. Who's a Dalek? Who's a Dalek, you bigot? She's a Dalek. We don't know if Keir Starmer's a male or female. We don't know. I mean, is it for me to say? I'm a dirty foreigner. I don't know if I should even be talking like this. But this is the kind of country you can come to this country and be free to talk about stuff like this. I've got skin in the game. I've got a huge palatial flat here in a huge estate, and I've got 2 kids here, and then I've fallen in love with the British women, and they need me to be happy. They need me to be happy. If they ask me to leave, it might be the thing that I need to move on to my next step in my life. They might do that. They might do that. Well, where was Utah? That's where what's his name was killed. So Claire is saying hello to everybody. Surah 9 Al-Taba in the Quran. Read the one page that it says everything. Surah 9 Al-Taba. Okay, let's look for that. I'm going to write that down. And as usual, never go to it. But I might. Surah 9 Al-Tawbah in the Quran. It's not good for us. We are not going anywhere, Mr. Schaffer. You are not. Okay, well, I'm not going to go anywhere. You're going to keep me here. I would love to make you happy, Lewis, says Claire. Thank you very much. You're going to have to fight Leanne. Fight Leanne. Leanne, you're going to have to fight Claire. Mark J., you're going to have to fight Claire. You're going to have to fight Leanne. Davos is his master. He was asked, he said Davos. That was like, where would he like to live? Would he like to live here, or would he like to live in Davos? And didn't he say Davos? And he said Davos. That was funny when he did it, when people already thought he spoke like a Dalek already. Come in, please. There we go. Special visitor here. Special visitor. Yay. Special visitor. Okay, everybody. We've got a special not so special because this is...
No, I've been here before.
You've been here before. Come right in.
Thank you.
You won people over the last time.
Did I? I thought I'd heard me.
You did. Look at how much weight you've lost. You look much thinner. Maybe it's the stripes.
No, it's the stripes.
Is it that my shirt? I had a shirt just like that.
Yeah, Breton. The Breton effect. It makes you look thinner.
What it is? It's the
so.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Thank
Paul.
you. I'm just turning this off. Hold
Paul,
on.
Courtney. You don't have to talk while I just do this.
You carry on.
I've got to remove the chat box.
Oh
Here we go.
Well, I'll tell you what I've just done. I'll
Your hair looks
tell people.
Horrible.
Oh yeah. But I've literally taken a picture, well, 2
Don't
pictures.
do that. Don't do that.
Of
Don't do
that rubble and all that stuff, because I'm getting it removed.
Can we not discuss it? No one needs to know where I live.
No, but there's a lot of rubble.
They just shot Charlie Kirk.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to shoot me, baby.
I've never heard of him, but yes.
You never heard of him. You never watched it. How many of you people have heard of him? Chinese Elvis here. Daz says hello. Welcome.
That's true.
Yes.
I look a lot slimmer now than I was in Vera, but Vera was 10 years ago. I was
10 years ago.
I was quite
But
fat.
you've lost weight since the COVID thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember how you lost weight?
By playing tennis?
No.
No. What was it?
Because I told you had type 2 diabetes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He came here.
Yes.
He came here, and we measured his diabetes. You can't shout. Every time I shout, we can't shout. We can't shout because
I'm not shouting. You're shouting. Are you shouting?
I don't know.
I don't think you're shouting.
But I've been told we have to keep it down.
Well, yeah. Why? Because it distorts your mic.
It distorts.
Well, you've probably got the mic. You know what this is? Because I'm a singer. You've probably got the gain up too high.
Yeah, but how do you lower the gain? Where do I lower it?
I don't know.
I don't know exactly.
Yeah, but if you look, you could probably. Is that
this
a volume
is off.
thing?
This is not even on.
Oh, okay.
And I've got it down there in the sound thing. Do you want to work on that? Sound settings.
Well, it's probably.
Is that too high? Master volume.
Input. Go down. Yeah,
Input,
scroll down. No, it'll be this. No, scroll down because it's because. Test your microphone. Manage sound devices. Oh yeah, don't worry about this. I think you probably could just fiddle with that.
What do you mean here? It's this input devices.
Yeah, don't disable anything.
Would it do that? Okay. If I press something so you can hear, you can hear.
Shanks said you replaced the mic lead. Is this when the issues started?
Well, it's been about a week. It was
so issues have started. See, when I last was here, we were literally shouting at each other, and everybody could hear everything.
It could be these people. They're English people. They don't want to cause any trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, though Judith is Northern Irish. And
hey, look. Yeah. Moat and I saw the Vera episode that I'm in.
Oh, you did?
That's amazing.
Yeah. Look, it's Chinese Elvis. Now you're a celebrity. That's so nice.
I've got more. If people want to watch free stuff on the iPlayer, there's I've got a really good episode of Doctor Who, if anybody's into that.
Are you in that?
I've got a really good episode of it.
Okay. Well,
I can't remember what it's called.
Well,
Sleep No More.
Are you in Discord? You're on the Discord. You've actually spoken to the people on the Discord.
I've been on Discord, and I've basically I almost packed my underpants.
Yeah.
Because I was downstairs watching the US Open.
Yeah.
And I've got the back door open so the dog can let herself out to go for a wee, and it's dark.
Yeah.
And I'm just like bezzed out. I'm watching and then I hear this. I hear a noise. But I often hear noises. You know,
you live right in the railroad.
So I just because I live near railroad. So, but I turned on. I muted the screen. I was like, what the fuck? And I thought there's nothing. And then I heard. I just heard a noise. So, as a brave man, but also someone who's completely shitting himself, I got up and I went, hello, in my own house. It was all dark in the house.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I heard this in a distorted voice, which I now know to be a voice distorter. Are you there? So what the fuck? It's coming from upstairs.
Can you not curse, Paul?
And so I basically went upstairs, very nervous, thinking there's somebody has walked in, because people do that.
And who was it? Who was you?
No, and it was just because I'd left Discord open. Someone had gone in and was just saying, am I there? And I looked at it and I went, oh, there you go. So I closed the tab, and that was the end of it.
I had stopped listening a couple of minutes ago.
I
had stopped listening a couple of minutes ago. Okay, but that's funny. That is funny. Okay, so we're gonna what we're gonna do is this. Judel says that ever since I uninstalled OBS,
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know what it is. First of all, I'm not smart enough to understand. OBS is is like this, but it's harder to use.
Oh, is that the thing that Columbus put on for you?
Yes, and then he put on this thing after the OBS thing. So we might.
Well, would you uninstall it?
Because you don't need it, because it's got this. This is kind of like I believe it's most of what OBS is. I could have used OBS.
But why don't you just reinstall it, and then maybe that will stop us? Because everybody's saying, by the looks of things, that there are audio problems, and that is tedious. If you're watching something and there's audio
Yes, I'm
problems,
asking, and I've
that's-
asked them, and only Judith was the one to tell me I had audio problems. The other people just put up with it, and then she stopped telling me I had it.
It was with Ruben. Me and Ruben played some games. We found a
Yeah.
karaoke thing on Discord,
Yeah,
and then
don't read the word.
we tired of it.
No cursing.
Yeah, OBS. That's what I'd put it back on or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
So Daz thinks the sound is okay. Who else?
Okay.
Who else? We're going to take a little vote, and then we'll talk about.
Is it? Well, can I just ask Doodles, if he were to reinstall OBS, whatever that is, would that put things back to how it was before? Because then you should just do it. I don't know what OBS is, obviously.
Yeah.
But let's see.
Yeah, Judith.
Paul, try to get his big mic working.
Well, that's
oh, so you're.
No, I'm using this. That's.
Are you sure?
Yes, because it showed there were two mics there. It says which one am I using? The webcam is okay, but it's not using the webcam.
Go to audio input. Let's just have a look. Okay, we're just checking out what the audio input is.
I don't know which one.
Mic. Yeah, we don't know what it doesn't say what it is, does it? Oh, it's the default device. And micro. Oh, so is that the default device?
That I think is the default device.
Well,
maybe I should lower this. How about this? Oh, this is
audio input.
Maybe I should lower that to there.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe I should just lower them all.
It's never good to have it on 100. I just know that from being a singer. They always like to put it on 50%.
Like take the untested.
Yeah, we've tested.
Okay, can you hear it now? Can you hear it now? Can you hear it? It's muted. All right, well, why would it be muted? Maybe go back up here.
Oh no, is that on mute? Yeah, just click that because that looks.
No,
like
but it was on. Why would I?
No, it's muted.
But it wasn't. It was always this way.
For fuck's sake! Just unmute it. Unmute. Yeah.
Okay, how does that sound? Is it very quiet?
No, unmute it. It's fucking muted. Yeah.
Is it? Can we hear it now? Hey, Bobby Crush, can we hear it now?
Yes. See,
we can hear you. It's too low. Is it too low? You want to hit these people? I'm always speaking to them, and they don't answer the questions. Why don't people answer the questions?
Go down. And then what I would do is I would turn this down. What is this?
It's all the way down.
Now what is this? Is this the this is the gain. I would turn that I would turn that down and I would turn that up. So turn that down.
It is as low as
it can get.
Up. It can't get any lower than one dot.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay. And then turn that up. Or do it the other way round. Turn that down and turn that up. So Mike, go to there. Go to 46. Turn it down to 20.
It's as low as you can get.
Shut the fuck up. I know I'm better at sound than you because I know a little bit about it and you know absolutely fuck all. That I would say. I bet you this is better. I bet you this is better if we just put it up to 20.
Okay, how does this sound?
Is that better?
Let's ask the people what they're hearing.
Yeah.
Hello, what can you hear right now? I want every single one of you to write down, can you hear me?
So I've turned that up. Yeah, keep it here. There you go. Ignore the fucking outliers.
Okay. But can we not curse? I know you think this is the internet, but it's not. You cannot curse.
Who gives a shit?
Can you not curse? Seriously. Seriously, it's not absolutely not funny. I care. I totally care.
Too quiet. All good now. There you go. That's it.
Is because we're screaming right now. Is it? Okay.
That's better.
Is that better now?
I think that. I bet you that's better because you've got to have that up high, but that's.
But it peaks when I shout.
It won't do it now because look, you can actually see it peaking when it gets to red. That's peaking. Now at least it's picking up what, and you could probably slide that up a bit.
Okay.
Curses are fine.
No, they're not fine. I do not want you to curse.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And this is what I want to do. Is there a rumbling in the background?
That's better, isn't it? You can see that's better.
Is there rumbling in the background? Is there any kind of?
And what you want to do is you want to try and get it up to there. So if I would pull that up, I would pull that up a bit.
Okay, so there, it's up to there.
Yeah, because this is perfect and red is peak.
Volume, Lewis. Daddy says there's a low volume. Not enough people have commented on this.
Thank God. Yes, Paul, it's not the volume, it's the range for the millionth time. Sorted now. See?
Is it sorted now? So what did we do?
What did we do? You had this on almost zero, which you were very protective about.
Because
and you had that on high. So what it does is it distorts because it can't hear anything. But what it does hear, this very tiny bit, but it makes it as big as possible.
Okay.
So we've done the opposite.
Can you calm down, Paul?
Well, you're an idiot.
Yeah, I know. That's really, these people don't think I'm an idiot. I mean, they think I'm an idiot,
Well,
but they don't want to.
Sure
they do not want to be told that Lewis is an idiot. I'm like Fredo in The Godfather. I don't know whether that's it. I think there is still an echo. Both mics are picking up. We need one big. It's both mics. Elvis looks like he knows what he's talking about. What, because he's Chinese? Don't be racist. Stuart says, we can hear you.
We can't hear you, he says.
Did I drop the microphone? Says Daddy Bannister. It's now tinny, though. So Judel says it's tinny.
There are 2 channels now, a split second apart.
Yes, that's what I'm asking. There are 2 channels because this is one thing. Maybe let's close this. How about this? We're going to close this. Okay, is there still 2 channels, Judels, please? A slight reverb. I can't hear the reverb, but there's a slight reverb. There are 2 channels now, says Vatanai, a split second apart. It's tinny and low. It's echoing, says Claire. Please remute whatever you unmuted. I think we're a bit too sure about this. Okay, let's go. Let's do something here. What are we doing here? Let's just close this. Close this. Okay. I've pressed the other thing. How does this sound? Can you?
This is idiotic.
It isn't, because I don't know. I don't have anybody on the other side listening to this. I can't. We're just talking. Can we hear anything about this? No, we can't. We're just talking. Okay. Better now. Leave it. Better. Still too quiet. Okay.
Turn up your volume. That's my advice.
So what was that thing that we turned up here? We turned that up, the sound setting. What did you lower too much? Okay, that's this.
No, that was in that big. It wasn't in Windows. That was in the other thing.
What was it? What was it in? It was in this thing here.
Audio input capture. Yeah.
There. Yeah. Which one did? Oh, that was down.
Yeah. Now what I would do, you can turn that up or down, but it wasn't this one. It was the one up here. It was mic.
It was mic. Yeah. Okay.
And then I would turn that down.
Turn which down?
Go scroll. Audio input. I would turn that off, and then keep that and keep the mic off.
Okay. Yeah. All right. How does it sound now?
That's what I think.
Just the volume now, Lewis. What does that mean? Just volume, Judels? I think people just want to move on, but truth is rubbish. But it is rubbish sound still. Yes, we need to. There's nothing you know what I mean? This needs to be resolved. You're right. Thank you for helping me, Paul.
You need to, maybe turn that down because it's peak. If it goes there, it's peaking. Just turn it down a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Shout. Let's shout at each other. 1, 2, 3.
You're not going to shout.
I'm just shouting. Say 1, 2, 3. Up a bit more. I think you're on the right mic now, though. Okay.
We haven't changed mics.
Yes.
Yes, we have. Split the difference. No, we haven't.
There?
No, you've done it worse.
What does that mean, split the difference?
Well, from you
I don't know what that term means. No,
you are thick as shit. It's
I know you think that I'm thick as shit.
It's split the difference means not as far to the extreme as you've gone.
Yeah.
From where you've come from.
So I went backwards, right? So I split the difference. I went to there, and you said don't do that.
Because we started off here, and then you went to here, and I said split it. So you showed basically go halfway there.
Right. Go halfway up.
So whatever it is, 46, go to 55 or something. Yeah, that's better. I mean, I think you want to try and keep it away from that colour. 56, okay. Yeah, I would say that's right.
I'm going to end up eating chocolate at this rate, Leanne. Okay. I
think the webcam has a microphone.
It doesn't sound as good.
But it's terrible. I mean, the webcam microphones are usually terrible. And so you've got to try and avoid it being that one.
I'm tapping the webcam. Kermit, can you hear that? Can you hear it now? I may have to open the vodka. Still poor sound.
Well, you know what?
No,
I've tried.
Okay, you've tried, but that doesn't mean that I'm giving up. You can give up. You can say that's all I can do. You know?
That is it.
Let it or shout, let it. How old is your computer, Lewis? It is low-end processor speeds, and but the lower have all sorts of issues with streams. I don't think it does because my son designed it and built it, so it might not be. It might be. It might be. If you want to use one device, you can disable the other one in the Windows control panel.
Well, we saw that. I mean, you can do it if you want. Let's do it.
Is that here?
So input. No, it's input.
And see, it says this. That's what this is.
Manage sound devices. We were there before, and I said don't do it, but you can do. So Pro Webcam. You can go to Pro Webcam and disable it. Click on the Pro Webcam. Disable. That's it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe that's right. How does that sound now? Yeah, you come down here. We're in Nunhead. Give a call, Vatanai. No. So how does it sound now? Is it any better right now?
No, it's not.
Very low. So the sound is very low. Turn up the big mic.
Exactly.
That's as high as it's going to get. How about now? It's high. It's very, very quiet. So turn the big mic up. It's still too low.
Now turn it up.
It can't get any higher than that. That's as high as it is.
You can turn that up there.
It sounds quiet. Okay, this is good information, which I thank you for.
Turn it up. Just turn it up there.
Okay, we're going to turn it up here.
Because you are too low.
All right, 1, 2, 3,
1, 2,
4,
3,
5.
4. You need to get it up there. So our peaking should be just before the yellow.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4,
So this
5.
is looking good now. 1, 2, yeah, higher. I'd go higher.
Okay.
See, better. There you go.
Completely quiet now. Worse still.
Yeah.
Now.
Ignore Shush Weavers.
Okay, no, she's a bit just behind.
Yeah.
She's a second behind. No, we're not ignoring her. She's fantastic. Daz says better. Mics need to be almost full. Okay, that's what Paul has done. Better. This is better.
So this is the microphone aux and desktop audio. Just put that up a bit and see.
What is the desktop audio?
I don't know, but put it up and see if that makes any difference.
Thank F Paul. I couldn't get into his head as he tried to stay out of the red.
No, you have to stay. The red means peaking. So when it goes, it makes that horrible sound.
Okay, so that's what Judel says. Ian Haig says, we love you, Lewis and Paul. Okay, that's nice. You don't love Paul. He's a horrible.
Because I'm just so.
You're so arrogant.
I'm so.
You're the worst of world arrogance.
Okay, good. Go to input capture again because this is up to full. Just go to it again. And now what we've got there is that's up to 98. That is that. Okay. Just scroll without because I just want to see it's under here. Yeah. Okay.
Sync offset?
No.
You stuff.
No. Yeah. Well, this is audio input. Yeah. Forget about that. It's muted anyway.
Okay, so we can hear each other. I mean, this is how long have I known you? You're so annoying with your arrogance. What?
No, just like that. Like
better quality, but still low.
Sit on the toilet.
Okay, so we can hear. So we can hear each other. Okay,
I'm coming back.
Lewis, I'm putting my phone speaker against my ear here. So you're having trouble. I can't. I'm coming back from north. This is not about. We're not talking about the sound anymore. It's still too low. I like your balls. Yeah, it's too low. I wonder what I'd miss, but it's just sound stuff, so all is good.
Yes, you've not missed actually anything whatsoever.
God, I hate all the sound
you should do
stuff.
this beforehand. You know, a normal person would make sure that they were technically.
Do you know what? I don't
sufficient.
Care if they hate it. I don't care.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't care. This way is way better quality, but still needs more volume. Check the mic level.
Yeah, we've done
in
that.
input. We've done that. Okay? It's fine now on my phone, says Ian Higgs. Yippee, we have to meet up, says Leanne Tatlayer. We'll all meet up. We'll all come back to my hotel.
Well, you know what I was thinking of doing to basically talking about meeting up.
Yeah.
There is a famous pub. I've just driven here through the back streets of Nunhead, which I've never done, despite having lived here for 30 years. God, there are some unsalubrious parts of Nunhead, aren't there?
Which part?
I don't know.
On the
Just
other
like
side of
on
the
the way to
cemetery?
Brockley. Yeah,
On the other side of the
I think it's,
cemetery.
no, it's just coming
That's
from
not.
Brockley.
That's not Nunhead. That's
Is it not?
Brockley.
Is it Brockley?
It's,
Yeah.
is it the road that goes into Brockley?
Yes, it is the one
Yeah.
that goes on the other side of the
Yeah.
this side of the track.
That's
It's
not.
like, what
that's
the hell
that's
is this?
Brockley.
Wow.
Because
okay.
maybe you're talking about the council house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Brockley.
Right.
This area is not. We're the only council house in the entire area, unless there are council houses further down in that part of Nunhead. I have plenty of volume to turn up on my laptop. I can make it very loud. Watch on a laptop. Then there are 2 volume controls. Yes. Okay. It was fine before Elvis turned up. Okay. So Lud is here. Lud is a huge contributor to the Lewis Schaffer support group.
Okay.
So I want to thank Lud.
Your lighting, you've changed the lighting, and it looks a bit weird. Don't you think it looks weird on your what you're broadcasting?
Yeah.
You like it, do you?
No, but it's a thing is there's white there, but there's curtain behind us, behind you.
Yeah.
And you've got more color than I do because you're a black man.
Yeah.
Because you're a black man. Anyway, are you going to go to the demonstration on Saturday?
No. What demonstration?
Basically against mass immigration of Chinese people from Guyana.
Yeah.
Who were born in the country.
Yes, there is a lot of agitation against that. I hear.
Yeah. Well, look what they did to beautiful what's his name, Graham Linehan. They arrested him.
Well, I've worked with Graham.
Yeah,
I've done an episode of a thing called Count Arthur Strong.
Oh yeah.
Which he wrote. Well, Count Steve did actually write it, but anyway. So, and I did it on the basis that I wanted to work with Graham.
And was he nice to you?
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. Yeah.
Well, they arrested five people because he was against trans issues.
That's not good, is it? Yeah.
Ruben says the trouble with Nunhead is those residents who use their frontages as tips, which is another word for garbage dumps, brings the area down.
Does Ruben live in Nunhead?
No, he lives up there in North London. Daddy Bannister, he's living in Laos. I don't think your IT guy is so great for my viewing experience. Too sorry to miss out. Are we not being? Listen, I know it's late in Laos, but remember we're in. And Daryl is here. Daryl is a girl. And Leanne is a girl, and Claire is a girl.
So this guy is in Laos.
He's in Laos.
Wow.
He makes pizzas in Laos.
Serious?
Yeah.
That's good.
Vatanai, he's had trouble, but he says Arthur Strong is quite funny.
He is. Well, surely you know. Do you know him?
I've never seen him.
You've never met him?
No.
Steve Delaney is his real name.
I don't know him, no.
Yeah, he's really good. He's a funny guy.
Is he still around? Is he older than I am? Probably.
I think he's younger actually, but he acts. Count Arthur Strong, the character, is definitely older than you.
Right.
But I don't know. I'd say he's probably 60.
Yeah.
Steve, but he's been playing this character Count Arthur Strong for I don't know 20 years, and he's built up a massive following on radio, and now he does shows. Last year I went to see him do a Christmas Carol at the Bloomsbury. And it's just really amazing, one-man show, just so funny. But you've kind of got to know him a bit. He does things like say the wrong word and get all flustered,
Malapropisms.
Malapropisms, exactly.
Yeah.
And
I like that kind of comedy.
Yeah, but he does it so brilliantly, and he's an incompetent. I think you'd relate to him because he's the character is an entertainer, but who is completely incompetent, and so it's funny. He reads minds. He's like, "Ooh, let me think." What color? Pick a card. Is it the ace of spades? That kind of thing.
Right, but my incompetence is natural. I'm not acting it here.
Yeah, that's.
But meanwhile, you're yelling at me as if I have some control over the whole thing.
Yes, and
it's like my son,
Roy Kinnear's son, Ruben says, is Rory Kinnear.
Who asked the question?
Ruben.
Who asked the question? Ruben did.
And the answer is yes. And I basically, I know Rory because I did a radio play with him, and then I did a James Bond video game with him because he's a James Bond character, Rory Kinnear. He's like a guy in MI5 or 6 or whatever it is.
So Alan Williams says some of Lewis's stand-up. He saw some of my stand-up for the first time today. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, it is nice that you saw it. I don't know whether it was brilliant.
It is
or not,
brilliant.
but-
It can be brilliant. I think that's what makes it so frustrating.
Because I'm trying to be as authentic as possible.
Yeah, but that's what makes your act so frustrating, because one time out of 20, it's absolutely the best thing. It's so funny, but the other 19 times are just.
Why did you have to insult me? It's not like that.
awful.
It isn't like that.
It is like that.
It isn't. I've got the reviews on one of those review sites. People actually say, I saw Lewis. Some people say it was absolutely horrible, and other people go, that's.
No,
that's a joke.
it's really the funniest thing when you're really hitting it big. It's like, this is amazing. This is but then that's such a rarity. That's the problem.
No, it's not. It isn't. Don't listen to him. I don't need to be insulted. Say,
I'm not
you are
insulting you.
brilliant.
I'm telling you the truth.
I always say nice things about you, and you just like. Anyway, DSP. Is there an echo? Is there an echo?
Don't go into the red. You went into the red.
Is there an echo? Can you hear the echo? DSP. Is it fine? So there is no echo. So don't say there's an echo if there's no echo. Are you still doing it on the 17th? Yes. Yes, I am on the 17th.
What are you doing on the 17th?
So there's no echo. Thank you, Leanne. No, there is no echo. Okay, that's what we need to know. There is no echo. Thank you, Joodles. Laugh out loud. You tell him, Paul. Whose side are you on, Ruben?
Ruben's on my side because I've been with him in that thing, Discord.
Yeah. So he thinks like you're a human being. You're not a human being.
I'm real and you're just
not.
fake.
You're evil. You're like evil. You just come here and abuse me. Are you behind? What is that? To who? Lucy's in the house. Are you being authentic if you're trying to be authentic?
Can you what? That's a good question.
Are you authentic if you're sitting there saying, I'm trying to be authentic? Says
that's an existential question, and I think it's a good one.
It's a good one.
No, because you can't be, because you're already monitoring yourself, so you're being already
right. I'm watching myself.
Yeah, so you're already being inauthentic.
Lovely Lucy basically spots me as a liar. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. My friend Russ, he always says, not this Russ, but another Russ. He says I'm a liar. But you are right. I'm trying to be as authentic. I'm trying not to care. This is what I'm trying to do.
You're trying not to care. So how do you do that? By affecting that you don't care, but then getting really angry about things?
Well, we have, a normal person would go, oh my God, this is horrible, right? And we don't have a good sound. Or maybe they're panicking. Maybe they're pretending like this is what they want. This is brilliant. It's so good. Don't tell anybody the sound isn't good. Let them blame themselves. Maybe they think it's their ears or their computer. That's what I'm doing. Is Lewis Rubbish stand-up clips on YouTube? There's a lot of stuff on there. There's a lot.
But I've just seen this.
Yeah.
That is obviously something.
Alert box.
Yeah. Do you know what that is? Scroll down, because this is all the mix of it.
Alert box.
Just scroll down.
Alert box is some announcement saying you've just been given a contribution.
All right, but just scroll down just to see what other things. Yeah, pull it down. All right. See, look, audio input capture. That is. Yeah.
Now, audio input capture could be coming from the computer.
Okay.
And we don't want. I don't want.
That is what that is called, isn't it? So it's quite confusing.
It is confusing, yeah. But I think this is something different.
All right, okay.
Okay. Daryl's a woman. Paul, are you a girl or a woman? I like to call all women girls, even the women. Paul, you're looking very French tonight. All you need is a string of onions around your neck.
You can't really get those strings of onions. You don't see them. I would like to buy one as an accessory.
I think France has become a bit more successful at sending people over to sell onions. Okay.
Oh look, I put two clips of you from Doctor Who on Discord last week.
Oh, there you go.
And there's a clip of Lewis from Wonder Woman.
Oh, I didn't see that. I can't
have you ever seen yourself on Wonder Woman?
Briefly.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I have a line.
Do you?
I have a line, yeah.
And that's usually...
But we appreciate that, Shanks. I didn't appreciate you giving the finger to whatchamacallit, but I'm not going to say anything. I was giving the finger to Streamlabs because you can't really figure it out.
Streamlabs?
That's what this is. This software is Streamlabs.
Oh, this is called Streamlabs.
Right.
And that OBS was an alternative to Streamlabs.
No, it was the main thing. And then Streamlabs, I believe, comes in and it's like Linux or whatever it's called. You know, Linux.
Well, it's an operating system.
It's the operating system. It's like you're giving Google Android, and then you can make changes to make it more understandable, I think. Yeah, thank you, Kermit. Yeah.
Shit film one.
Can we
I'm
not-
sure it is true.
Can you do me a favor, people? When we have a guest, do not curse. I don't want them. I don't want.
Is Wonder Woman a good film? I'm sure it isn't.
No, Wonder Woman. They said was a really bad film, and it was released. It was released during the COVID, if you remember that. And they didn't. It was going to go into the movies, and they actually started to sue people because people lost money because it didn't go in the movie theater because they had closed the whatchamacallit.
Oh, so this was a 2020 film on.
This was a big film. I think it was a really big film.
I thought it was a new thing. Okay, I never even heard of it.
Yeah. So Claire says I would love a Lewis Schaffer ringtone. I would. I think I'm going to give you a ringtone. I don't even know what that means. Alan Williams, Twitter confirmed that I'm a human being yesterday. Some kind of fame, I guess, that you're a human being. So it sounds okay. That's all. I'll listen to the show later.
Well, you could watch it back, I suppose, can't you?
Yeah, watch it back.
And see and so that you can gauge what they're saying with what. Can you do when you watch it back? Can you see the chat?
Yeah,
you can. As it came in,
I think you can,
because that would actually be helpful, because then you could gauge if somebody says it's tinny, because that obviously it's meaningless, isn't it? Unless you know what they're talking about.
Right. I believe the chat is there, but it's also like a 10-minute delay. There's a 10-minute delay on this thing. Can you see this? What is going on here?
What are you doing? What is this?
This is a 10-minute delay. See, you're talking and you're not talking. Yeah, so here's the chat. I think this is all here. I think it's all here. There's so much stuff. I don't really understand it. You know, I want to apologize to the people. There's a 10-second delay, Joodles. So I think that's 10 seconds, not a minute. But that's a long delay. 1, 2, 3. It seems like a long delay.
Maybe it takes 10 seconds for it to be broadcast, is what you're saying, and for it to be received. So it's... And also, I have to say, this is with your fast internet, which doesn't get faster for the upload. So if I were to do this at my house, it would probably be 20 seconds, because it's going to take forever
before it gets up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one benefit of this flat. You've got
the fastest broadband I've ever seen.
It's like over 150.
Yeah, but upload.
Yeah,
upload is...
Because back in the day, it could have been 10 up. It could have been 10 down and 1 up.
1 up.
And 1 up.
Yeah.
What have you been working on? How did your audition go?
I've done a very good audition. I'd like to show it to you on my screen. Should I show it to people?
You can show it to them.
And but I just don't think I'm going to get... I've been cast. It's very, very frustrating.
Well, it's
because
a million people want to be an actor.
Well, what you have to do is you have to be asked to do it.
Yeah.
So that takes your agent, basically.
But you have an agent.
I have an agent.
Weren't you fired by your old agent? Or did you quit your old agent? I'm not going to mention her name.
Oh, Debbie.
I'm not mentioning her name.
Yeah. Well, she asked me to find a new agent. Debbie
she asked you.
Yeah, she said, I think you should. She goes, it's not really working. Well, she didn't actually do that. She said, do you want to go with Charlene? Do you know Charlene?
Is Charlene more? Does she work with Charlene?
Well, Charlene now is her own, but she was my agent's assistant, but she's now an agent in her own right. But I don't want to work. I don't want an agent who's younger than me. I just don't want it. So I said no.
But that's everybody.
But now she's it's becoming nearly everybody. But I don't want to. Anyway, I've been with my current agent for over 10 years.
So they can see you. You're so far away.
Yeah, I've been with my current agent for at least 10 years. 12 probably. What was that thing called that I did? So I had an audition for an ITV drama, which is called something. I just can't remember it. Let me just see what it was called. And then what you have to do is, and it was so annoying because I got this at like Friday at 6 o'clock, and they say, can you record it and put it on, the casting director's website before 10 o'clock on Monday? And it's like, now I've got to waste all my time, and then also you've got to waste your actor friends' time because you've got to get them to do the voice. And I often get
You could come here.
Dominic
we could do it.
Frisbee to do it. Well, you're not going to do the voice because you're not very versatile. Let's put it that way.
How much can I be insulted by you?
Well, you're not very versatile. You're not an actor. That's the first thing. You haven't.
Right.
You don't know anything about acting, and you're not.
I am an actor. I was in this film. I was in Wonder Woman.
Okay, so you say you're an actor, right? But but you also don't have any versatility or any talent in speaking.
Are you listening to this, people out there?
It's true. It's no big deal. Not everybody
I can
act.
understand why Debbie said, I'm going to find somebody else to work with.
Well, basically, Debbie, to be fair to her, is the #1 agent in the country.
Right.
She represents. She's a millionaire, isn't she? Just from one of her clients, let alone two of her clients.
Who are her clients?
I'd say her biggest client is Bradley Walsh. He alone makes more in a day than I'd make in a year. So if him alone, why would she bother with me? And she gave me Charlene, and I just said, no, I'm going to find someone else. So I found Nancy, who is my age, and I get on well with her.
But so she's old then.
She's my age.
Yeah.
I've forgotten.
Shank says Lewis was the best bit on Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Ludd says, don't listen to him. You have a great voice. Exactly, Ludd. I'm with you. Last time Paul sang, Luck Be a Lady. Are we going to get a rendition of Hand Me Down, that can of beads from Paint Your Wagon?
I mean, I don't know, why do non-actors get so offended when they're told that they're not actors? You're not an actor. It's like, you tell me I'm not a painter, I go, fine. I'm not that's a big deal.
Because I've been in all sorts of films. Lewis Strudel.
Yes, so have, cactuses.
I'm not. It's only in one earphone, Jude. It's one earphone. I'm going to listen to myself because Kermit suggested that I listen.
I'm going to try. I was going to show you this audition.
Where are we going to meet? Where are we going to meet at the demonstration on Saturday? Where is there a place for us to meet? We love you, with or without speaking or versatility. I adore your voice. Leanne says. That's what's nice to hear.
#1 fan. It's called #1 fan. I couldn't remember what it was called, so let me just find it.
I was in a film yesterday and the day before, but I can't discuss it.
#1 fan. Right.
Yeah.
So basically, what happens is they send you a audition.
You don't need that much detail. These people don't really.
No,
care.
but it's interesting. I think and then I got this literally at 6 p.m. on Friday. It's got to be at the casting director's office before 10 a.m.
How long is the scene? A minute, 2 minutes?
Well, it's I'll show you. And then so you got to not only learn it and tape it, in front of a webcam, but you have to have actors doing their, reading in the other bits.
Yeah.
And then you read the script and you think this doesn't even. How are you supposed to even audition with this? They just clipped out a scene, and so anyway, so I did. So I've done it. So let me just.
Okay, we're going to see that. It starts at Waterloo Station, so somewhere around there, please. I thought it's near London Bridge Station. That's what I've heard.
Rotate it. Otherwise.
That's what I've heard. I like your accent, Lewis, says Ruben. In fact, it's probably your best asset.
It is. It is.
My accent?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Bradley Walsh is not that nice, so I'm told, says Kermit.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about him. But her second, she represents what's that whole group? People Do Nothing.
Oh yeah, the radio station.
About a radio station. But she represents them all. So that the Asian guy who's like a multi-millionaire, the guy who created. She represents all People Do Nothing. So that's 2 alone. She represents Stuart Lee.
Really?
Yeah. Stuart Lee. So she's she takes 20% of his money. She represents Lisa Tarbuck. Those 4 people alone make more than 50 times.
Famous. These people are not famous.
So of course she sacked me.
Where is the thing happening, Leanne? Let's ask the audience. Where is the parade demonstration going from and to?
Have you got a placard?
I'm going to bring a flag of some kind, I guess. I don't know what.
Down with that sort of thing.
Yes, is that the flag?
That's basically the generic thing.
Yeah.
Down with that sort of thing. I think that's what you should have.
He was in that film with my brother, says Kermit. Your brother was in a film, Kermit, and was working with Bradley Walsh. Does anybody know where the demonstration is going to be? These online virtual interviews are so stupid. They want it back within 30 minutes. What does that mean?
I think it means, they say they want an interview, and then they want to see it within 30 minutes. And so it's a bit like what I was just saying about this audition, but they want you to be a professional actor with professional lighting and sound, and basically also acting this part.
Oh, I see.
They want it over the weekend, and then they don't bloody tell you whether you've got it or not. You'd have thought at least, thank you, but not this time.
That's too much work. They're doing it for.
So look, this is 1 minute 42 of acting. I've had to learn all those lines.
Okay, you want to show the people.
Well, I'm going to show. I'm not going to show the whole thing because I don't even know if it would work. But
there's the camera up there.
Delete. Hold on, I won't delete it.
Is anybody going to answer the question that I'm asking?
Now stay in bed. I was just on to Mum. The operation went well.
Oh, good. Give her my love. Tommy, this is Donna.
You mean Wonder Woman?
See? You're famous. Can you drop Donna home?
I'd be honoured.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Being on the set, watching you was incredible. It's the best day of my life. Then, don't be a stranger. I'll have a word with security, and if you're passing sometime, I want to pop in. Wow. I will. Thanks, Lucy. Sorry, I'm just texting a friend.
I'm not going to show the whole thing because it is boring.
It was brilliant. It was brilliant.
It's boring, but no. But don't you think that's a pain in the, to have to do all this and learn all this crap, and then they don't tell you anything. They don't. You send it off.
But you call yourself an actor. I don't have to do that because I'm not an actor.
Yeah, but
I'm not an actor.
It's a tough life.
Reuben.
I don't know why. Look at you. Are you getting all indignant because you're not an actor? Because you're not an actor.
I'm an actor.
Okay.
I act like I like you.
Yeah. Well, that's true. You may be acting, but you're not an actor.
I can act, whatever it means. Whatever it means. I've done stuff. I was in a play. Here is the point. I've asked these people, where is the parade starting from? Okay? And has one of them even responded?
Nobody knows. They're like you. Why should they know more than you?
Because they're all going to the parade, to the march. It starts in Stamford Street in Southwark and ends at Whitehall. Okay, where is Stamford Street? Okay, I've heard
of Stamford Street.
Yeah. I've heard of Stamford Street, so I'm looking at Stamford Street. I find the best shows are the ones that are the most relaxed shows. Why does it have to be like, content? Well, I'm going to look here. Where is the thing here? Stamford Street. Stamford Street. Where is
Stamford Street is by London Bridge.
It just says Stamford Street. It doesn't say Stamford Street, London. Okay, there it is. Okay, I see where it is. It's between Blackfriars Bridge and Waterloo Bridge.
Stamford. Oh, yeah.
Oh, so it's there. Oh, it's over there. Okay. Where would you meet somebody if you had like a group of people wanting to meet?
Well, you'd hope that would be big enough that you'd just see the group. Like if there's 3 of you, you might not see them, but you'd assume, wouldn't you, that there's going to be more than 10, and then you'd see them.
But where would you meet them?
On Stamford Street.
On Stamford Street.
I don't know. It's a weird street because Stamford Street is the one which connects parallel to Upper Ground, which is where the Nationals are. I thought it'd be much better there to meet there. I did a scene on Stamford Street with Gary Oldman in a terrible film called Dead Fish.
Yeah, that's why I've never heard of it.
No, it's awful.
I've got to meet there. They're building buildings all over the place. Panda Cup Coffee. I mean, maybe there's a better place to meet than that.
Well,
Southback Central.
That's where they're meeting.
That's where they're meeting. But
Be there for 11:30. How long is it? How long is this going on for?
Till 6, maybe. Till 5. I don't know how long it's going to be. I'm bored already.
What, a 6-hour march?
Well, it's not even a long march. It's going to march down and then across the bridge. But there's got to be a pub there or something that I know about there.
You definitely need a banner that says "Down with this sort of thing."
No, this is serious business. We're in a state of there's a war, revolution, and you're our enemy, Paul. So you better watch your step.
So what is this even against?
This is against the overrunning of this country by Guyanese, Chinese type people like you.
I don't think there's going to be more than 3 people there.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
This could be 1 million people. There's not going to be 1 million people who are coming to see here. Arrive via Blackfriars, okay, and then cross the bridge. Question is, where is there a place where I could say, meet me there, I'll stand there and I'll talk to you there. I'll be Lewis Schaffer. I'll be Lewis Schaffer there. There's upper ground, yeah. I don't know, can you see? Can you see where it is? Mornington Crescent, no. Ruben's making a joke.
Mornington Crescent. Well, that's
Over
a
1 million
joke because that's,
people. Plus all the counter-protesters. How could Paul not know about it?
I'm not into any of this.
He's not. He's a left-wing person. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
But he's not left-wing enough to actually care about the whole thing. Basically. Am I right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I don't have a picture on IMDb. I refuse to pay for it.
Right. Is that hurting your business, do you think?
Well, I don't know. I ask other actors, and they say, "Oh, well, I don't dare not do it for that reason." But I look at them and I think, "Well, I'm doing better than you." So, but what happens is that you end up getting demoted down the cast list. So even on the thing that I wrote. I wrote some TV that I wrote and starred in. I'm not even the #1 actor in that because I didn't pay for my thing. So I'm just like at the end. And so it is quite annoying.
Is there a book? Is there a book on the IMDb? I'm thinking
On
Spotlight.
IMDb, yeah.
How much does that cost? IMDb.
Well, IMDb, if you're a member of Equity, which I am, you get 30% off, and it's
Thank
like
you, lad.
it's like a I don't know, it's like £10 a month or something.
So that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. I'm not paying it.
Yeah.
Literally, no one in the business cares about IMDb, in casting, as far as I can.
Well, they either know you or they don't know you. If you have to be in IMDb for people to recognize you.
Yeah.
You can wear a name tag, Lewis. That's what Led says.
Well, I think you should have a banner that says "Down with this sort of thing," and then people will see it. Lewis Schaffer, with your
No, because it makes it
face.
seem like I think we're in a state of emergency, so I do not want to be that way. You know what I mean? Mm. I want to let people know that I really care about this.
That's why he wants to be down. That's why he wants.
It's like
to
when
say
I went
down with it.
When I went to the COVID thing, the COVID demonstration, which as you know, Paul, I was against.
Yeah.
And you hung up on me.
Yes.
And then later on, I diagnosed you with type 2 diabetes, and you changed your life physically.
Yes.
Am I right about
Yes.
that? So, with advice, you should never reject advice completely.
I don't reject it, do I?
You do.
No, if it's good, I'll take it.
You do. I'm going to meet a friend who recently has been posting anti-flag stuff. It's not like him to be political, but I don't think every fan of the flag is a bigoted moron, as he put it. No, we believe in the country. We believe in Britain. We believe in a Christian country. We want our country to stay. We definitely don't want to be taken over by people who hate us and want us dead. And that's what's happening, Paul. Mm-hmm. Maybe you don't. Do you want us dead, English people? No, you're a posh twat of an Englishman. You should be supporting this. He is a posh. Are you posh? I mean, your father was a doctor.
Yeah.
Well, you went to private school and multi-continents.
Yeah.
Right? So you're there. If you're streaming it, walk around, pick up numbers.
That's true, actually. You could just do live streaming from your phone. Is that possible? Is that even a thing? Can you do that?
Yeah, we could do that. I think
you
I
should
could
just do that, and then people will see where you are, and you could just say, "I'm by the the dustbin," or "I'm by the ice cream van," or whatever, and people will see it. That's true. You could probably do that. You should do that. That could be a good way of getting more followers, because this is what I was telling you.
But you're always telling me stuff, Paul.
I was telling you that, wasn't I? That Rob we did it on the radio.
Yeah.
He thinks that doing 2 hours of this is even though he's a fan of yours, as I read out on the radio show.
He
He's a
said he
fan of
stayed from the beginning to the end.
But he doesn't do it. He did do the whole 2 hours of that one.
Nobody can do 2 hours. These people, they're here, they stay. Some of them decide to stay. It's more like keeping a swimming pool open. I think this is like a swimming pool. Leanne says we shouldn't be too close to the start. That's why we're looking for a good place to meet. You could tell Paul's posh so much more when he's seated next to you.
Exactly, it's the
What does that
comparison. Well, it means that you're not very posh. You know, that my poshness is highlighted by contrast to you.
Yes, because you English people are phonies and you act posh. That's what you got to do in order to get ahead. Am I right? Do you think
People do have to act posh? Yeah, I think that is true.
And then we got new people coming in. Shanks has joined. Paul Manning has joined. Girl from Mars has joined. These are people who've joined in the last 10 minutes. So
But these are regular people, aren't they? That's the thing.
They're all regular people. Like
But this is what I was saying to you. You need to do something different if you want to increase your numbers. So you've got like 200 people, have you? I don't know. But if you want to double it to 400, that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen if this is your format.
Yeah.
It will be these same people, and that's it.
Well, Bobby Crush says joiners have joined. What does that mean?
Joiners have joined. Well,
Is that they're here. People who want to be here are here. I mean, would I like it better if there were 1 million people listening to this? But I wouldn't be able to talk to these people. It'd be a huge queue.
So that's the point, and that's the
And
thing.
basically, these people are sabotaging the success of the show because they just want to be in the show.
Yeah.
I guess, and I'm sabotaging it too because I don't want to talk to 1 billion people. I want to see everyone's name. Lewis needs to edit
This. So listen, I can't read that.
Which one?
Is Paul saying we're not good enough for him? Is that what you're saying, Paul? No. What I'm saying.
Yes, that's what he's saying.
Well, in a way, I am. But what I'm saying is that if your show is always naming people and getting to know that they're from Barbados or wherever the hell they are, Laos, and blah, 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 and interacting with them, that is obviously can only exist with a finite and small number of people. I know 40 people to you is big, but in the reality, it's not, is it? Or 200,
No.
It's still not. What you're looking for is 50,000. If you had 50,000 people, then you'd be
Bobby.
Then suddenly you're in a different, you're different, and in order to do that, this cannot persist. You have to think of something different, unless. And this is what I predict.
Right.
You will be doing this with the same people in a year's time, and you won't have graduated to any. You won't have been graduated to anything. That's my prediction.
Right.
So we could on 9/11 of next year. Is it 9/11 today?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. On 9/11 of next year, you'll have 400 views or whatever it is you have today.
Right.
That's my prediction.
Yes, and
Okay.
and is that a problem?
No, and we'll see if you've extended it to 800. See if you've even doubled it.
Yeah. Can you hear me, people? Can you hear what Paul just said? He says, I'm a loser, and I'll always be a loser. And I guarantee you 1 year from now, I'm going to be a loser. Shank says...
Well, I'm not saying you're a loser. I'm saying you're not basically thinking big, are you?
I don't want to work.
You're thinking small.
I don't want to work. I want to do as little work as possible. And slowly look, we've done this. This is the 93rd straight show. This is the 11th of September 2025.
Have you addressed that? The
World Trade Center?
The World Trade Center.
No,
anniversary.
because these people know. They know we should never forget, and it's the Muslims that did it. I shouldn't even be talking like that. 2 hours live is fine, says Daz. He thinks. Allow people to come and go as they please. It was suggested. Who suggested? Someone up here that I need to. What did I say? I need to cut the videos. Daz says I need to edit the show afterwards. And add the clips.
That's
to
really
YouTube.
good. That's a good idea. And also, I saw on the Discord that there's a big vote, and I voted in it.
Yeah.
When should this be going out? And going out at whatever time this goes out is, you got to change that as well. But I
Why?
guarantee
Why?
that you'll be doing it the same in a year's time.
Yeah, but
because
why?
That's what
Why
you're
does
like.
it have to be done at 9 o'clock?
Mum, I'm not saying 9
I
o'clock.
mean, Shanks wants it done at 9 o'clock, but I don't mind 9 o'clock. But if it's, let's say I do it from 7 till 9, then it's basically killed my evening. Now I can, because you have to leave, right?
Mm.
Do you have to leave, or is that just a lie?
No, I have to leave at past.
Well, it means I can go somewhere after this. I'm going to go to the COVID deniers meeting later. Honestly, I've got a COVID deniers meeting. I can go.
But you're not going to go to that, are you?
I am going to the COVID deniers.
Where is it?
It's over across from Broccoli Park. I don't want to say because someone might hunt me
Broccoli
down.
Park. Where's Broccoli Park?
It's on the other side, Broccoli Park.
I don't know it.
It's on this side, but it's further up.
I've never heard of Broccoli Park.
But there's a COVID denier, and I can do that. And this way you can do it. If you can't listen at 5, you could maybe.
Well, I mean, if I guess people are eating and watching this, which I guess makes sense. But it's not good if you had plans to basically involve other people and get Stuart Lee to come or whatever. 5 o'clock is literally the worst time you could possibly ask these people to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the worst time.
It's the worst time. Yeah.
These people are not working. Are you working? Maybe they're working. And maybe it's not the right time.
I think 90 minutes is long enough. So here we go. We're starting to get more people agreeing with me. It's too long. Shorter, you get more viewers. And I don't know
7
whether I don't know whether that you get Rob, you get some of his friends, but basically people think, oh, I've missed something. I mean, it's only these people who know that if they go away for 30 minutes and come back, they know that they haven't missed anything.
Yeah, you might be right, but my point is, I don't want to have to sit there and make change. I'm thinking I don't want to make changes because you don't know what happens when you make a change.
But now's the time to make a change before anything's established. You've already done. You say, "Oh, I've done 90, so now I
93.
can't. Now I have to do exactly this. Now I'm locked into this." That's literally how you think. And and you think you're an actor. That's not how an actor. Do you think an actor does that? No, they don't.
Daz says, "Sorry, I meant live videos do not always show. Do not show on your homepage. So your only videos are from like 15 years ago." Yeah. I mean, obviously, here is the thing. We're working on the bugs, and
I think
I'm definitely better at this thing. I think I'm more relaxed. The show.
Lewis fears success. This is what somebody's saying.
Who's saying this? Where was it?
Warmelon. Warmelion.
Where was it?
Warmelion.
Where is it here?
Can't read, my eyes are so
Lewis
terrible.
fears success. Yeah.
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 So whenever basically there's a chance for you to basically take control and try and be successful, you purposefully sabotage it.
Or maybe I want to be recognized as a comedy great mind and have somebody else say, "Well, it doesn't matter. You can't mess it up, Lewis." It's like with girls. You want a girl who goes, "I don't care what you do. I just love you so much." I don't want to have to actually do something to get a girl to like me, or to be on the TV where I'm going to pretend I'm going to be somebody else so they'll give me a spot. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, I think this.
You're thinking about that, so maybe it makes sense.
I'm thinking doing your own thing as opposed to waiting for somebody else to do it for you. This is a big deal, and I think it's a good thing. But then what you've done is literally before you've done 100 shows, you're already locked into a format which is already limiting you. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, how is this show limiting me?
Because
Because
don't
the
need to repeat
hours,
myself.
the hours are bad because it starts at 5.
No, because the format of the show means that you can only literally stay at this size, and this size isn't big enough.
No, it's just some of the people. Let's say 1 million people watch it. Let's just say it's ridiculous, but let's say 1 million people
Well, then
watch it.
none of these people get a look in, do they? And therefore, the show itself has changed, and that's what I'm saying.
No, what we'll do is you see people who've got the colored thing. They've donated.
I agree with a lot of what Paul is saying. Paul, he has no content. We're it. That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is wrong with that? You don't think you're good enough? Maybe the audience. Maybe get a better audience. Maybe if I had 1 million people, that would be the content. It would be a better content because there'd be more people to. Or maybe not. Lewis.
Well, I mean, if you had 1 million people, it would be a different show because you can't then interact with one person like we can here. You know, keep going back to Wotanai, and you just can't do it. There's a million. You just can't even.
Are there other shows like this? Do you know of any shows like this?
Well, I don't know of any shows at all, do I? I'm completely out of it.
Does anybody know of any show like this that's similar to this? I mean, personally, I'd like to have a super amazing show, like.
Well, somebody's made a joke, and I quite like it.
What is the joke?
Broccoli Park next to Cauliflower Lane.
Yeah.
And Romanesco Avenue.
Yeah. But my point is, I would like to have an amazing show, with structure, with things are cut out.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that because that involves so much work.
Okay. I can understand. That makes sense to me, and I think that's true. That's fine.
And
but what I'm saying is that sticking with this format means the show cannot grow numbers. Well, it can grow another 10 people. You know, it can grow in small, tiny increments, but it can't even double. It can barely double itself. Let's be honest, 400 views is almost the minimum amount of views you can get before people go, you're mental. So even if you doubled it to 800, that's still under 1,000.
Yeah.
You know, which should be your target. But B, it's becoming with 1,000 people. The show has to change because you can't just start reading and interacting with people. All you can do is just read out random stuff. But I do think reading out random stuff it's a bog standard show format. You haven't invented anything here. What do you think radio phone-ins are? That's literally what this is.
Yeah, so this is an internet phone-in.
Basically. Yeah.
You know? And maybe at some point in the future, if it becomes, let's say it does become like 1 million people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I offer to put it out on Facebook. This is exactly. Get it out. Get more people. This is what you should be thinking. That's all I'm saying. You should be thinking, this is popular and it's, you know, people keep coming back, so it obviously appeals to certain people. First of all, you've got to find more of those people. How are you doing that? You're not. And secondly, you've got to have a plan.
I didn't do it in the beginning.
But you've got to have a plan for it to grow. Otherwise, you are locking yourself in to it being this size of show.
Why? Just because it's this size now? Maybe it'll be even less. Who knows what can happen? Paul is definitely the show's new manager.
Yeah, no, well, I'm an existential manager. I want you to think about the existence of it and what its meaning is.
People could pay for special sessions, says Leanne. And what does Judel say?
She's saying, hang on, Paul, you think Lewis has goals and plans and targets? Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
He wants attention and company.
That's what I want. And
That's
this
true.
is, you know what this is like?
Well, you're getting attention, aren't you, from this? And then
I'm getting attention.
And you're getting company.
We're talking to
so
people.
that's good. So it does work for you.
And some of these people, I'm not saying I'm friends with these people.
Well, the thing is, Lewis, it's frustrating because you've got something here, and I, talk about it with people that you don't even know. They're interested in it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, how would you take it to the next level? He's not interested in that. That's what the text that I literally sent, which I sent to you by accident. That's what I was saying. He doesn't care about that, and it's like, fine. Fine.
I should take it to the next level. But
You should be.
Care.
You don't. Not that you should do it, but you should have at least the aspiration to do it. The existential.
Why?
Because otherwise, what are you doing?
No, you haven't thought about it.
No, I have.
No, you haven't, because you're dealing with somebody who's basically destroying the genre. Maybe that's not the right term, but it's like I don't really. I like this. I like Warmelian. I like Leanne. I like Des. I don't even know some of these people. I don't know, but it's nice to have them
What does
here.
Warmelian? Is that a pun?
It's like a watermelon.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like.
I can't
It's like. Did you ever go to the fathers group that we had?
No.
Well, we had a fathers group, for dads who took care of their kids. And there was just a limited number of people. It was like maybe 10 or 15 people.
Is this Fathers for Justice?
No, not fathers.
But similar?
No. It's just dads who are taking care of kids, and they just need a place to go.
You never invited me. I never heard of it.
Yeah. Well, I think it was after you. It was before your time.
Oh, right, okay.
The kids were like young, before school.
Oh, right, okay.
And that was just nice.
Yeah, that sounds
That was just nice. What does Lucy say? I'd like to hear what Lucy has to say. Because Lucy,
Revealed preferences, Paul.
What does that
I don't know.
mean?
It probably is, it's too deep.
it's like what
We've
I
missed
really
it.
want.
We've probably missed
It's like,
it.
you know what it's like going up to a girl and saying, you know, you'd be really pretty if you colored your hair. You go, I don't want to color my hair, so I'd rather not be what you consider pretty. And this is if you like a girl with gray hair, well, you're gonna like me. I'm just using that as an example. But it's more of a cult. It's more of a cult. I like it, where I can flirt with the girls
But
and
the leader doesn't involve himself much.
involve themselves much.
No, at all, I think, instead of much.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Well, that's good. If you want to be like a low-level
That's funny.
cult leader.
Well, that's what I want. I'd like to have sex with all the girls here, but but I can't really. You can't. They don't like it when you have sex with all of them. You don't need or any of them. You just, I don't want to. Paul Manning says, this is refreshing because it's so pure and real and unscripted. The last thing we want is for Lewis to start smoking cigars with purple neon in the background.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. I mean, basically, there's got to be a me that you're not going to be Joe Rogan, you know.
Look what Daz, what Alan Williams says. Even Jesus had only 12 disciples. Yeah.
True. Yes, good point.
I mean, I would like to have millions.
I just think you've got something here, and you're doing it yourself, and that is the ultimate thing for somebody in our business.
Yeah.
You know, of trying to be a self-employed entertainer. It's, you know, it takes it out of the hands of these third parties who treat us like shit.
Yeah.
And so this is good, and this is what I'm doing with my Elvis show. I book in this. I'm not using a tour booker. I basically hire other acts, and I sell the show, and I'm trying to do it myself, and it breaks.
And it's brilliant.
And it's much better.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to do though, in contrast, is that I'm thinking, how do I sell every ticket? How am I going to literally sell 250 tickets at £20? How am I going to make £5,000 out of this show?
Yeah.
That's my goal. I'm trying to make 5,000 quid from one show.
Right.
Whereas you're like, I don't care. It doesn't matter. And it's like, to me, it's just frustrating.
Because I don't think what I'm doing is particularly
You've done the hard
amazing.
bit, which is making that step.
right. And the next...
Because
the
most people don't do that. Although, to be fair, podcasts, there's a joke, isn't there? That did you see that on Saturday Night Live? There's a recent thing saying the recent polls come in. 8 out of 10 people are now doing podcasts, and the other 2 are in discussions about doing one with each other. With each other, you know. And it's like everyone's doing a bloody podcast. So I think, that's
Maybe
true.
there aren't enough people out there to watch these things. But Vantanai says trigonometry, who we know, Constantine and Francis Foster, was smaller. They had chat interactions with a piggy bank showing extra donations coming in. Now they just do interviews. Now they have 1.5 million subs.
Oh, so maybe if you do get the extra people, you would just naturally have to change, and it would become more. Because if they've got 1.5 million subs, that's my point. You can't do chat interaction.
You can't.
It's impossible.
And some people, I don't want people to be that unhappy about it. So I want to keep people. Yeah, who knows something will happen, Paul. I may reach 1.5 million.
Well, this is what I think is not inconceivable.
Yeah.
This is what I think you should be. You should be just not drawing a line under it and saying no, I'm not interested, because I think you should be interested.
I'm not saying that. I do listen to everything that you say. But I'm not going to kill these people for this.
I'm not saying
goal.
kill these people. These are your most loyal subscribers, and if it did get into 1.5 million, you know, you would then have a secret or special little thing where you just continued this, did it half an hour a day or something. That would be, and then they'd love it, you'd love it, everyone would be happy. But
and no, people would say, I wish it was like the olden days. But Lucy, that was the girl that I was asking. She's from Northern Ireland. She says, I want the dishes to be done, but I don't want to do the dishes. Right. So I'm quite, people have said this my entire life. Lewis, you're lazy. They wouldn't even say that I'm lazy.
You'd say it.
I would say
it for
too.
them.
I don't think I'm lazy. I just don't do the work. Like someone said,
you do say you're lazy, because you just use the word unindustrious.
Yes, but it's like somebody saying to me, what do they call that when you delay things? Not plagiarism. What is it called?
Procrastination.
Procrastination. They say, Lewis, you're a procrastinator. I'm saying I'm not a procrastinator because it never gets done at the end of the day.
It never ever gets done.
It never gets done. I'm just not doing it. I'm just not going to do this thing. Right. But you are right. I believe you're right. You're right. Anyway, Lucy to Leanne says to Lucy, I feel your pain. Lewis, you care for us too much, maybe.
Look, I'm weakening you, so I need to
Yeah.
bolster you up by the end of the show.
It's like Warm Tongue.
Yeah, yeah.
Who is Warm Tongue?
I don't know. Worm tongue.
What is that from?
Worm tongue.
Alan Williams.
I don't know. That's probably from that dragon thing. What's it called? I never watched it.
Paul's first step as show's new manager. Unalive the regulars. Do you see that?
Yeah. What does that even mean?
That means KIL, the regulars.
Who are the regulars?
These people.
Oh, right.
Shanks and Lucy.
Oh, right,
and
yeah.
Rudd.
Put them all in a little group, I said, and
Says
then
we
kill
don't-
them.
and
That's,
right.
That was the bit I forgot to
Yeah,
mention.
we don't need them. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
need them. We're going to get new people.
Unalive. Oh, that's good. I like
Problem
that.
is,
I like that.
the problem is sometimes when you're going for success, you could like move a show around too much for the big time that you lose the core audience.
That's true. No, that's
Yeah.
true. That is true. Yeah.
We carry the show, says Kermit. If it gets,
They are the bloody show, aren't
are-
they?
Yes.
That's the thing. I mean, what I think you need to do is they should stay as the main kind of. This is obviously the thing, but you need to have something more than just. You need to have something. So every show has a something, and then
Yes,
it's a discussion topic. Bam, 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 bam. It's a joke. It's a bit of. Do you remember when I met you? You used to say, we'd go for a walk, and you'd say, what do you think of this routine? You tell me, and I would invariably say it's awful. But do you remember you would tell me you would
One of
try
my
routines out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like something like that would be something. Not that you're doing routines.
It's like
anymore.
Lewis Schaffer. Today we discussed Charlie.
Yeah, or
Kirk.
today, yeah, exactly. What do you think about Charlie Kirk? Blah, 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 this is my thing, bosh.
Yeah.
And then it sparks the chat.
And then
something like that.
And then
might
someone
be.
could cut it into pieces. The thing is, like, you are right. I'd like it cut into pieces and like up
Paul
there.
keeps saying the word need, but none of this is ever going to happen. I think
Yes,
that's true.
Joodle and yeah, Joodles is right about it. I'm just. It's like they'll say you have to do this, you have to do this. I go,
But
yeah.
but I think this is
What?
a good idea by Wotanai, or how do
Yeah,
you say it?
Vot-
Wotanai.
with a V.
Lewis, do you think you could preach or give a monologue on a topic now and then for 5 minutes or 3? Call it 3, uninterrupted by the chat. That kicks off the chat, or it happens 50, 30 minutes into the chat. Right, now it's time for my monologue.
And then-
today is about
and then cut that
9/11.
off.
And so what have we learned? What's
Okay,
happened
I
since then?
understand
You know what I mean? And that at least has a format, and it also
Right.
means you have to think about something, and you're not so you're still reliant on these people,
Right.
but you're the one who's giving them the direction, at least
Of what
the
we're going to
subject.
talk about.
Oh yeah, for the day, and I think that in itself is better than what you've got.
Right.
And also,
Mark Dolan has a monologue.
yeah,
like
but for
that.
you to just start getting into the idea that you have to monologue for at least, you put your timer on for at least 180 seconds. This is a good exercise.
It could be a good exercise.
I think it is a good exercise because it'd be interesting
And
to
then we
hear
could do
your
the re-
voice.
Yeah, for 3 minutes.
Yeah, for 3 minutes, because also that would mean, unlike GB News and unlike what these people are used to, you might feel that you have to end your thoughts.
Right.
And that would be interesting because you have these thoughts and you have these ideas, but they're very rarely resolved. You always end up mostly leaving them hanging without finishing the thought off. And I think you need, if you were to finish off those thoughts and say, that's what I think, this is my monologue, that could be interesting.
Interesting. Okay. It is interesting. Joodles points out, she says something quite interesting.
Go on.
Paul, says Joodles, I also struggle to cope without structure. Lewis doesn't.
Yeah. It's bloody true.
It doesn't
It's so
really
true.
bother me.
It doesn't bother you.
It doesn't bother me. But I think that's a good idea. And then we could cut the
But you don't need to even give yourself the restriction if you feel restricted by it of having to do it every day. But I just think do it at least once every other day.
Yeah.
Because all the late night shows like that are on in America, but they start. I mean,
With
we
a
know
monologue.
they don't write these monologues themselves.
No, they got 24
Yeah, they've got
writers
24
there.
writers. But that, in a way, sets the tone. doesn't it? Because they're
Yeah.
taking the piss out of the news, and today is National Frankfurter Week, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
or whatever it is. So you could have a similar kind of monologue, but not scripted, not pre-written, just looking at the topics and then you going.
Right.
That would people would like that, and I bet that would attract more viewers, which is what I'm trying.
What
to
about
get.
bunny girls? What is a bunny girl?
Bunny girl is
Says
what we
Alan
used to
Wood.
call Playboy bunnies.
Yes.
With
Is
the,
that-
with
would
the
that help-
ears
would that help the
and
show?
the tights. Bunny girls are always good.
It's like the show. Whatever. Have you ever seen the Whatever show? Where they got this really cute girl dressed up as like some kind of like Kaiser Wilhelm.
What? No, I've never even heard of it. What's it called?
It's
Whatever.
called Whatever.
No.
Where they have these creepy old guys and they're talking to young women about like having relationships and they're just creepy. Lewis, had you already moved to the UK? Okay. Here is the thing. Okay, so I think we've had a very good show. Has this been a good
But
show?
had you already moved
Yeah, I
when
did,
the
I
11th of
did.
September? Yeah, you were already here, weren't you?
Yeah.
Because they were already born.
Hey, Bon.
Yeah, they were. I mean, Columbus was a baby when that happened, and
Yeah.
and Carnegie
No,
wasn't even
no,
born.
no.
It's
Yeah,
true.
he was a baby. He was a baby.
Yeah.
No, the other one. What's his
Columbus
name?
was a baby.
Yeah, it was a baby.
Yeah, and Carnegie
He
wasn't.
was a baby, and Carnegie wasn't
Yeah,
even born.
Carnegie
yet.
wasn't even born.
I was crying and everything. It was like really horrible. You think Charlie Kirk getting shot was bad? This was like
I'd
really-
never even heard of him. So somebody said that in the chat, which we managed to let go. But I'd never heard. of him.
He did a similar thing to me. People would ask him questions, and they'd let anybody come in there. That was the problem. He had like thousands of people, and a lot of them like thought he was like the devil, and he would speak to anybody. That's like sort of what.
Well,
I'm
he
doing.
wasn't he shot actually doing one of his things, doing one of these open.
Yeah,
mic
that's what he
things.
did. So he lets in hundreds of people.
Yeah, well, that's not good. I mean,
It's-
obviously.
yeah, it's not good. It was like where Trump got shot. That kind of feeling. Daz, if you say something funny or raise a topic, make a note of it at the time.
Yeah.
Easy to come back to it, and then you can clip it.
Paul,
Yeah.
could you do a routine for us at the end?
Yeah,
I
maybe
don't know what that
Paul could-
means.
you could
Well,
do your
I
own
could
comedy
do
thing.
my own little
You could
tap.
sing a song.
Yeah, do a tap song.
Yeah. Lucy says they, and maybe this is whatever was, they bring OnlyFans girls to call them HORES while promoting their OnlyFans.
Who do?
This is this whatever show. It's
Oh, right.
it's interesting. There's a high level of creepiness to it because it's like there's ugly guys talking to pretty girls.
Old guys.
And the guys are saying, how come you're not married? Do you want to have a family?
But this is basically the Mrs. Merton joke, isn't it? But
Yeah.
it's applicable to Peter Mandelson. What did Peter Mandelson see in the multi-billionaire? Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes.
What attracted him to? And the answer to what you were just saying about these creepy old hideous-looking geezers is what attracts these young women to these multi-millionaire, generous old geezers. I wonder.
Yeah, but that's what that show is. But that's sort of like what this thing is here. So before we end the show, we've been here for an hour and we've been here.
Yeah.
Before we end the show,
Yeah.
before we say goodbye to everybody,
Okay.
what did we learn about you today? Not you today. What did you learn about this show today? What should I?
Well, we
do?
learned that you need to that you should, if you really cared a tiny bit, you would look into the microphone and how to basically change settings.
If I really was professional and industrious.
Can I sing "Someone in a Tree" from Pacific Overture? That's a hard musical. And I did learn
Never
a song.
even heard of that, Pacific.
Yeah, Pacific. It's Stephen Sondheim. I learned a song from that. It was
That's
really
Lucy.
tough.
Lucy is suggesting. This.
Yeah, no, I don't. I can't do that one. I don't know that one. There is one that I did learn from Pacific Overture, but I cannot remember it at all.
What is Pacific Overtures?
It's all I know is I think it's a musical. It's Stephen Sondheim. Very, very. You've got to be on the top of your game to be able to even act in it. And I think it's set in I don't know, Japan or during the Second World War, something like that.
Was there already a film made? Bali High. What was the
Bali
film?
High. Oh yeah,
What
maybe
was
I'm
the-
confusing it with that.
No, what was the film that was set in the war? Whatever. Bali High.
Yeah, Bali High. Yeah,
What
that's
is that? I
right.
don't
No,
even know.
maybe I am confusing it with Bali High. But Pacific Overtures.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Maybe it's set. Maybe it's in the Shogun times. I don't know.
Okay, so
But they're asking, why don't you go to Discord?
I should go, because I'm giving
Because you
2
don't even know
hours of my
how
time.
to open it.
I
I
don't
didn't know how to open it.
And I don't know how to open it.
Yeah.
Okay, before we go, South Pacific. Thank you, Lud. South Pacific. He's great.
South
Lud is great.
Pacific. That's a funny.
Could you
funny
go
user.
over? What I need you to do is go over to the YouTube page and press the finger that goes upside the finger up. How many people have liked this thing? 19. That's
good.
It's pretty good,
All right.
but it's not amazing.
You should like it.
I'll like it as well. And then subscribe. Please subscribe.
It doesn't have to
doesn't-
happen now, does it? It can happen at any time.
No, it
I'll
has
do
to happen now.
Does
yeah.
it?
Well, I don't know. It can happen anytime. But subscribe to this thing so you can be notified of this thing.
Yeah.
Go to join, and I ask for £3 a week, which is 10 pence a show. And they're here for 2 hours. Then they can go to the Discord thing, and there's
Wait
lots
a minute.
of
Your maths doesn't make sense. Say, how much a week?
10 pence a week, 10 pence a day. Sorry.
All right.
You're right. You're right. Thank you for listening.
Which is what?
Which is £3
Every 3
a
weeks.
week. No, a month.
Oh, a month. Oh, okay. Well,
10
then it is
pence
10
a
pence.
day.
Okay.
So do that. Go to join, and I'm going to put the Discord thing up here. The Discord thing. Discord. Let me just get the Discord.
But the Discord games, I mean, it just looks like we're back in the 1980s. It's just terrible.
It's not about that. It's basically like a Facebook page where people can
Yeah.
come in and write and talk to people. I think that's what it is.
It is like that.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, and you can play chess and with each other and
then they need a special invitation, I guess. I don't.
you do, because otherwise you can't find it.
Yeah, a
And
special invitation.
I clicked on that, and I'm in Lewis. I'm in your Discords. That's the only Discord
That's
I'm in.
really good. That's really, really good. And remember one thing you got to remember, Paul. These shows are okay now, but they used to be horrible.
What worse than this?
Much
Technically
worse.
worse.
And even like really bad. They weren't like as
Well, this
interesting
is
as
why.
this.
I mean, you do these people which you now
Yeah.
know, by name and where they live and stuff.
Yeah.
And you have a history with them. You know, these are your core people. And
Right.
and so to sum up, which is what you asked me to do.
Right, sum up.
Sum up the show. I was hoping to get you to think existentially about honouring your existing people without whom you'd have nothing at all.
Yes.
But
Right.
whilst considering how you might expand and change and improve the show so that your numbers go up.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I would do that if it didn't involve work. If it didn't involve work. I would do it if these people deserved me to be talking to them, but I'm so much better than them. You
Yeah.
know, I'm so much better. Why should I kill myself for them? So this is
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is boring for the people watching, but this is basically what you can see on YouTube. But
Yeah.
this is much more like looking into with the hood up, isn't it? Where you can see all this stuff.
what this
Yeah. Whereas
screen.
YouTube, it's just you just see.
Yeah.
Okay.
It like allows you to change things.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
YouTube
yeah,
does too.
I see.
So if I want this page, it tells me what's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Okay.
in
It's
this
good.
page.
It's good. It's good.
It's good. I mean, and the sound is.
And I
alright.
think the sound must be all right because no one's mentioned it in the meantime.
no one's mentioned it's not loud enough.
So they keep suggesting songs, but I don't know of any. I mean, I do. You got to wash that man right out of my hair. I do remember. I know it, but I
You gotta
don't know.
watch
I don't know it.
That was from South Pacific.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. The only reason I sang Luck Be a Lady is, if you remember, is that because I learned it when I was at drama school. That was my song that I did at drama
Which
school.
is what makes you a professional actor.
Yeah, which does that. But I somehow remember, because the songs, the words kept coming back to me. Whereas,
Do you like me, Paul?
well,
Why
do I come here at your behest
because
or not?
Because you're an attention seeker. Like
Well,
me.
that's not the only reason I come here, because I do get attention as Elvis, don't I? Elsewhere.
Yeah, you do get, but you don't get enough attention.
It's never enough.
You need
it's never enough.
You are an attention seeker. Thank you very much, Fat and I. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Ian Bunker came in here, which is great. Kermit, God bless you. Joe, Ludd. Let me just read the names of the people here. Ruben. These are just the people who are on there now. Lucy, of course. Leanne. We're going to see Leanne. We're going to see Shanks.
I quite liked. Go down. Somebody said, "Can we use the Discord to talk about the?" And it was something rude.
About how?
Oh yeah.
What?
No, he's gone. I don't know. You've
was
scrolled
one-
past it, but it was. You, but as you were scrolling, you've missed. I think a good one.
Somebody said that they go to the Discord to show how miserable, how horrible their lives are.
Yeah, I think it wasn't that what it was.
Their lives are.
Okay.
And I like what Vatnai says. These shows are the embodiment of Lewis himself, Lewis in the Raw. That's why we like it so much.
It is true.
I like a job where you show up. They just need you to show up.
You're
and I'm
just there.
reliable at showing up.
Yeah.
And that's what this is. I don't want... Maybe 7 days a week is too much, but... I mean...
Well, what are you going to do on the day off? You're here anyway.
I'd be horrible. So thank you, Joe and Shanks and Paul Manning. Thank you. Thank you. These are great people. How many people have we had watching this thing?
Does it say?
We had 32 before. Now it's 28. So we got the thing. So there you go. Thank you, Mark J. Thank you, Ludd, Ruben.
I'll say goodbye to Ruben. Ruben and I did a few
You
things.
just bonded. Don't become friends with them. Thank you. Well, so there you go. Daz and Joodles, of course. Joodles been so amazing. And Claire is not here, but thank you very much. And DSP was here. I think D stands for David, I think.
DSP.
Alan Williams. He's in the game. Okay, so
I love this show. Oh my god.
Who said I love this show? Who said that? Oh, Claire. But that's Claire. She's very loving. She's very loving. Okay, that's been our show. What I'm going to do is this. You're going to make sure, just to be on the safe side, you like the show. Make sure you subscribe. It's free. Make sure you join if you haven't sent me any shekels. 10 pence a day. Is that too much? Is that too much? 7 days a week.
Seems
Nothing. Imagine you're at a club and you got to put 10 pence in the pot before you come in.
that's all right.
That's
But
all right.
I've just read that I missed you singing "I'm Henry VIII." I am in a Cockney accent.
Oh, I got married 7 times before. Oh, she's been married 7 times before. And everyone was an Henry. Would never will.
How do you know this stuff?
I'm an eighth. I'm the eighth. I'm her 8th old man. I'm Henry. Henry the 8th. I am. It's Peter Noon and Herman Hermits. They were huge in America.
Were they huge?
Huge.
You're joking.
Really huge. They came in the British invasion in 1965. Wow. They were nice and they were on TV and everything. Okay, so that's great. Henry the 8th. I am.
Oh my god! Well, it's been clipped out.
Thank you, Shanks. Shanks could be my producer. We could get something. He did.
He's like a virtual producer. He's producing it, even though he's away. He's on top. He's on top of Discord.
He's not here, scowling at me like my son.
Well, where is he today?
He's up in Scotland. He's up in Scotland. He's up in Scotland. It's the only thing they know about Henry VIII. No, we know a lot about Henry VIII.
Go on.
He was married 7 times before. No, 6. He had 8. What? He's 6. 6, and he had gout because he was on. He
had more than gout. He had syphilis.
He didn't. Syphilis is made up. Syphilis is. I don't.
Oh, gonorrhea. Sorry, maybe he had gonorrhea. It was syphilis.
He was really sick because he was on a very high carb diet. That's all you need to know. He's on a high carb diet.
He's famously pictured eating like legs of.
Yes, because
meat.
they wanted to blame it on meat because they don't want people to eat meat. They don't want people to eat meat. That's the essence of it. Okay, that's our show.
Leanne is going to sing with me, so let's get Leanne on next time I'm here.
And Marianne, she's come in and said something nice. Hello, Marianne. Okay, she's from Peekskill in America. I'm putting on the stream. I'll see you later. Make sure you like the thing. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you join. Patreon.
I think you did well. I think you've done well there.
I think we have done too. Okay.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody.
Best show. Yeah.
So they can still hear us
No,
speaking.
they can't. Oh, maybe they can. So I'll turn this off.